Does that work? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, is that working? It was working before. Yeah, but guess what? I got a double cup.
I'll take a picture of those books and I'll just add up how much they are and I'll put them in a box and wrap it up. And then he can order.
And
you know?
I'm gonna cook here. Cooking's important.
I don't know why the first 3 aren't available, but the last 2. Are you sure?
You ever ate really hot pizza? What happens? It sticks to the top of your mouth. It's not a problem. I was going full. Oh man. The Shiba's up today, right? I was trying to do that. I thought I'd make my life savings from that money, but obviously not. As long as I've had it, it's only actually went up notably once. And then it has a down slope, which would tell you that is more like a person, you know. Or some of these stocks are not like a person. They go up, which is more like a savings account from a rich person. Anyways, I got 2 cups today. That was wondering. I got all this wondering things because I'm asking the Federal Bureau of Investigation to figure out why I keep almost dying. And I don't almost keep dying, I keep getting sick, as an example. And what I found out is it's a lot of places. Like everything the 30 would own, you know what I'm saying? 30, 500, whatever. Yeah. Would that seem to be a problem? So whatever those 500 guys own, when I go there, I always get assaulted. Wow. Like I said, I got assaulted when I came in here to the mall. Now I have a bloody a-hole. You know what I mean? It's actually not the hole as it so much as the area around it. So that was an assault. And obviously it happens to other people too. It goes right through the jeans. Right through the jeans. I don't quite know how that works. But I am 100% sure that it was not coming out of me. Anyways, enough being friendship. I was talking to my dad about that. He hung up the phone on me. I said, you know, what do you do? What do you do? You're at home, you're having problems, you know. every day you get a pimple in the same place. You know, what is it? Oh boy. Anyways, I wanted to make a good cheery thing, and I actually wanted this download because I'm starting. I bought this um, this trading app, so you get to trade stuff. What I found out is I started with 600, and now I got 2. It just traded away. I will say it's slower than gambling. So I can gamble $100 away in 15 minutes. It's like boom. But I don't gamble $100, but I could. My big ones are usually $10. $10. 4 spins, totally broke. Everything else is entertainment. You know, I was having problems, and I was trying to tell those guys, I really had problems, so I called the cops, and it wasn't but 45, maybe between a minute and a half and 45 seconds later, some bastard assaulted me as he drove by. So I called the cops back, and I told her, "Hey, you freaking witch! Did you order that?" She wasn't very impressed with that either. And I didn't call her a witch, but I should have. And I said, and I called 911, I said, "Did you order that? Because as soon as I called you, I got hit." And they ended up sending me a different police officer or something like that. And he says, "Well, what's your problem?" And I said, "Well, I keep getting attacked. And not just by drive-by cars, but by wow, by lots of things. It doesn't kill me. It hasn't killed me. But could, I'm sure." I'm making this to the Federal Bureau of Investigation because when there's a problem, they will, fix it. But what I found out is they use for law enforcement. And what I found out is the law enforcement doesn't like me. Because I'm an idiot. And if I needed mental help and to be locked up, I could get in his car right now and he'd put me away in the hospital. So that cop told me, "Whatever you said did not happen, never will happen, and never can happen." And I said, "Okay." And here's the problem with that. It wasn't just one cop. 5. I didn't call back. Anyways, when you're laying on the ground, see, I'm not crying wolf because it's there. You know what I'm saying?
And you and I are good, or I gotta take a step back. I can't watch it, but I'm not going to. And I'm not going to.
Man, I won't even tell you. Anyways, other people must get hit too. Sticky butt. Sounds like a childish joke. But as I think, and if Joe Biden is in charge, I am hearing that NBAR, they are going to put the stuff down. In other words, if you do stuff like that, they're going to put you away. I said, well, what a good idea. I mean, who would do something like that? It makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah. You throw that in there, but there'll be a chunk in the bottom, and I'll say, well, who did that? They did my other things way. I'm just gonna go with thank you. I'm thinking of something to say. That's on a trash can. Thank you. Do you ever clean your stuff after you're done eating the meal? Do you ever clean your papers up and everything and the table? Well, if you do that, that makes sure that the guy behind the desk, the cashier, never leaves that position. 8 hours, 3 months, and 4 days, and the table still hasn't been cleaned. You know, they don't clean those tables very often. We used to do it like this. We used to stand up, then we just leave a tip on the table, and then they. Okay, that's enough of the depressing news. Put your nose up against the glass. You ever had a cat like that? Yeah, well, first of all, you have to have big windows. So the cat's on the ground, and long story. That's right. And then you'd ask the cat, "What's your name?" Messy. Oh man, that's not even funny. You know, because there were some messy people down there at the fast food joint. Fingerprints all over the windows. That hasn't been over 3 years.
Not gonna answer.
3 years. Anyways. Snickerdoodle. That's a different kind of a cookie. Ever wonder what kind it is? That's what I said. Because a Reese's, right? Probably tastes like Reese's. Is it double fat chocolate chip? In other words, if you want to get double fat, you eat double fat chocolate chips. If you want to get fat, they say you eat chocolate chips. Any kind of chocolate, because it's anything that doesn't like melt in your hand is keep you fatter, supposedly. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this short. This is what I wanted to say. I just walked through the mall here. Wow, that's a mess. I don't know who did it or where it came from, but that's a problem. Video cameras. You see a camera, point at it. They're on the roof, you know, security cameras. Somebody's watching, and they should be. Anyways, I was gonna go back home and visit. But we'll see. Now, all this cop stuff's coming up. And you know what happened? That's why I was in jail again. So I was leaving the gym. And I had a towel. So I kicked the towel to try to catch it. Well, I kicked it into the next court. I was in the hallway, so I kicked it into the court, racquetball court. So the girl at the desk, who's been there for quite a while, knows me quite well, but is really a witch as far as I'm concerned, kicked me out. I said, "Now why would you kick me out?" Does it matter? It does matter. Because later that night, I walked back into that gym because there was a party going on. And I was sitting with my friend. actually neighbor, my home neighbor. And anyways, so the police chief comes and escorts me out. Why are you escorting me out? I really don't know. Anyways, that's when one guy spoke with all the junior high students standing around. That's how I heard that. And told him what a wicked bad person I was. And all this other shit. Now listen, I've never broke the law. I've been in jail a lot. I never broke the law. Now, I've broke extra things on the law, such as like the trespassing, right? So let's say you can drive down this road, right? Because it's public. Everybody can drive down it. But the cop flags you down and says, you can't drive down this road. It doesn't matter why. It's not written down or nothing. And then he gives you a ticket for trespassing. Why? Because you never obeyed what he said? Oh, same thing with drinking, you know. I was drinking too much. But why ever I was drinking too much? It wasn't very much, you know. So you can drink this much, and I was like this much over. Actually, I wasn't over the old limit. There's two limits. There's the old limit and the new limit. And the new limit is 0.08. And, no, 0.08, yeah. The old limit was 0.1. So 0.2 less. So I was partially under that one. And then, of course, over the first one. And, so I really didn't break the law. Because that is legal to do. Obviously, yeah, I had too much or something like that. But I am not other problems. So, I have all these cop problems, right? Why is that?
Are you happy?
Yeah. That was the other problem. I don't even want to say about my Match.com. I was on Match.com for 8 years. Not even one date. Not even one date. Not one. Not even one.